Welcome back to the channel, guys. Now, to those of you, if you are new or you've not clicked on the subscribe button, or if you are yet to subscribe, please make sure you click on the subscribe button, like, share, and also make your comments. I would love to watch out for it. So let's take a look at US 500. That is S&P 500 for the week, and also some like SPY stock, the same movement. So now we will start with the trend first on our S&P 500. We can see that this is clearly a downtrend move. This movement was actually playing out since last week. So price has been last year. Sorry, this movement has been playing out since last year. We were having a drop, lower lows and a lower highs. Price has been giving us a bearish move. Right now, we will be expecting more drop, right? Due to some news. One of the reasons why we'll be expecting more drop in the long run is interest rate increase in interest rate. We all know that an increase in interest rates is actually not good for the stock markets. Once there is an increase in interest rates, the stock market tends not to do well for some time. It is actually not good, right? Sentimental aspect of it, it is being predicted that Russia and Ukraine war is about to escalate. We can see the Western power sending in more weapons, now tanks and everything to actually Ukraine to further the war, right? Further escalates the war. Russia is also preparing its offensive and everything. So basically, it will actually cause it will affect the global markets because this Russia and this Ukraine, they are one of the biggest exporter and producers of wheat, and we all know that these are actually important in food. So when there's a shortage of this, it tends to affect you know tends to affect the global food chain, right? I mean, wheat, which is being used to produce some things, something like bread, and we know Ukraine producer of sunflower. Many of these food item commodity consumption will actually be reduced, and everything to actually affect the markets. So which will not be good for the stock, right? Because there are a lot of some companies that are invested in some of these things. So basically, it is actually not good. So technically, when you take a look at the movements, you can see that this is a bearish move, and this price has gotten to actually a key level whereby we should be expecting a drop. Now let's see what this weekly time frame actually says. We can see that on this weekly time frame, there's a rejection, right? If you take a look at this level, there we had a rejection, and same thing to this level, there is a rejection. Price was close to the same level, and we had a rejection. You can see that all this rejection was actually given, followed by a drop, and now we've gotten to the same level. So definitely we are expecting a rejection. So we'll be expecting S&P 500 to actually drop more. This week that just finished, we actually had a bearish move. If you are following my channel consistently, you would have seen how we predicted this drop on S&P 500. You can see we've now gotten that drop. So this week that I am predicting for, which is February 13, February 13 to 17, we'll be expecting a bearish move. Now, before I actually get started, to those of you that are yet to know that I have created a Patreon channel, what I tend to do in that channel is put out high probability trade that I strongly believe that we have 70 to 90% chance of winning such trade. So far, so good. This week that I just finished, we have actually traded about five, put out about five trades, and four of those trades actually hit our target completely. We've actually made a lot. It's only my Patreon subscriber that were able to make a lot. I'm going to put a playlist to the channel and to the trade we actually took. I'm going to create a playlist of the trade we actually took, and I'll put the link in the comment section below. And I'm also going to put a link to my Patreon channel in the comment section below. So if in case you are interested, become one of my Patreon subscriber, by the way. So this week that we are coming, I'll be putting up more trade because more setup is playing out this week, meaning we have at least more than five trade to trade this week. So do not lose with just 20 USD. You will become part of my Patreon subscriber and you will be able to take the trade with us. Back to this my analysis for the week. S&P 500 has given us a bearish move. So this week that I am predicting for, right, which is for the February 13 to 17, we would also be expecting a bearish move on S&P 500. So basically what I'm trying to tell you that S&P 500 will actually give us a drop downward to the daily time frame. So we can see movement like this, a drop and then a pullback. So guys, expect another drop on S&P 500. So at the main goal, the goal on S&P 500, let me see. let me hit, let's highlight a goal of 4,028. That is 4,028. So basically this week, S&P 500, we should hit a level of 4,028. Currently, we are trading at 4,087. This week that we are predicting for, S&P 500 should hit a level of 4,028 and possibly break below the level. So do not be surprised if we break below the level of 4,028. So this is what I am watching out for S&P 500. By the way, price has actually now broken below this 10-period simple moving average on the daily time frame. So basically, more drop is to come, guys. More bearish move is to come. Do not forget to become one of my Patreon subscribers because I'm going to put out more setup on S&P 500. If in case you are interested in trading S&P 500 or SPY stock, become one of my Patreon subscribers because I will put out an update and we are going to take the trade together. And I strongly believe we are going to win that trade. So check the link in the comment section and subscribe. Down to my 4-hour time frame, guys. So take a look at these movements. We can see something like this and this and this. So let's expect kind of like a pullback and a drop, and maybe once price gets another pullback. Well, it just depends on how the price will play out during the day. Price may exactly not play out like this, but one thing is that we will want to see how price will play out. Then if it's going to give us a proper setup that we are going to very much, we have the 70 to 90% chances of winning such trade. I'm going to give that update instantly to my Patreon subscribers, and we are going to take the trade together. So become one of my Patreon subscribers so you can get to take a trade with us.